Building a glass blowing studio, part 6. Last we left off, we finished casting and installing this ring on the front of the equipment. Today's episode, we got 2 things to focus on. The first thing we're gonna do is fill in all these gaps and air pockets on the back of the ring. We also need to build a metal frame that's going to hold this ring in place. We're gonna start by focusing on fixing up the ring. We're going to be using a high temperature mortar to fill in any wrinkles and air bubbles on the back of the ring. Then we're going to sand it so the back is nice and flat. I just finished filling in all the gaps with some high temperature mortar. While that's drying, we're going to build the frame that's going to hold the ring in place. So I bought this angle iron here and we're going to use that to build the frame. We're going to take this angle iron here and we're going to bend it into a big circle. Then that circle is going to sit on the very top of the cylinder and that's going to hold the ring in place. I forgot to record, but I just tried bending the angle iron into a circle. It's a lot more difficult than I thought. I tried using this bender here and it just would not work. Turns out you need a special machine to do that, which I don't have. So instead, we're just going to cut it apart into smaller tabs. We're going to attach those onto the side of the cylinder, and that's what we're going to use to hold the ring in place. Using a chop saw, we're going to cut the angle iron down into a bunch of small sections. We'll take the metal over to a drill press to drill a 1/2-inch hole in each bracket. And finally, we're going to finish up with a little bit of welding. We got the brackets all made, so now it's time to weld them on. I'm going to attach one to each corner of the cylinder. Instead of TIG welding the brackets on, I decided to try MIG welding since it was much easier to bring it outside, but this was my first time ever trying it. So I tried MIG welding for the first time and it's pretty disappointing. I got a lot more consistent near the end, so at least I'm improving. We're going to use this to grind the welds to try to hide the ugly. Now I'm going to paint over the brackets using some high temperature paint. While everything's drying, we're going to fill in this gap between the brick and the metal with a bunch of insulation. After the insulation, we're going to put on the ring, then we're going to take the brackets and bolt them on, holding the ring in place. It's amazing, this thing is actually starting to come together. I'm not thrilled about the gap that goes along the entire perimeter. Eventually, I'm going to get a piece of angle iron that's bent into a complete circle. That way it'll cover all those gaps. Now we got a lot done, but we still have a lot more that we need to do. If you want to keep up with this project and everything else that we do here at the studio, then be sure to follow, and thanks for your time.